Hello everyone, my name is Erin and I'm the chair of the Southern Branch of the Irish Patchwork Society. This is the next block in our Block of the Month series, the December Block of the Month. It's actually two, because the quilt I've designed for this year requires 13 blocks. We had to double up 1 month. So the blocks I'm going to show you how to make are the Ohio Star and the Double Friendship Star. So here's the first one, the Ohio Star. And here is the Double Friendship Star. And part of this series is that I show you some quilts that you can make using this block, or in this case blocks. So here's the Ohio Star in just a 4x4 put up. So it's 4 blocks across and 4 blocks down. Here it is with just some 1-inch sashing. Here it is with some 2-inch sashing and some 2-inch cornerstones. Here it is on point. Here it is on point with all of those blocks taken up by the block. Here it is on point with some sashing and with some cornerstones. And I believe that's 2-inch sashing that I put in there. So here's the Double Friendship Star on just in a 4x4 put up. Here it is with the 2-inch sashing and some contrasting cornerstones. Here it is on point, which I found I really liked. I think it makes the block look really interesting, and it's got the contrasting cornerstones as well and sashing. And here is a quilt that you can make just using the 2 blocks with some 2-inch sashing and cornerstones. And here is the 2 blocks with the two blocks on point. So let's learn how to put together the Ohio Star. Here are your cutting instructions. You're going to need some background fabric. I used white. You're going to need 2 5¼ inch squares, 4 4½-inch squares. Fabric 1, which is the yellow giraffe, you're going to need 2 5¼ inch squares. And you're going to need a second fabric, which I'm using a purple floral, which is 1 4½-inch square. Using the 5¼ inch squares and marking pen of choice, you're going to draw a line from corner to corner. Layer your marked square on top of 1 background square, pin, and on both sides of the marked line, sew 1/4 inch away. You're going to cut on that marked line and press open. And then on only 2 of those half square triangles, you're going to draw a line from corner to corner. You're going to layer 1 of those marked half square triangles on top of the unmarked half square triangle, and doing your best to kind of shuffle the seams up next to each other to nest. You're going to pin those layers together. And then you're going to repeat that same process of sewing 1/4 inch away from that seam. You're going to cut on the marked line and press open. And then if needed, you're going to trim to 4½ inches squares. 4½ inches square. I found that my blocks didn't need any trimming. They just needed the little dog ears taken off. Next, using the photo as a guide, you're going to lay out the components in a 9 patch. And then you're just going to assemble it like it's a 9 patch. So I sew the components in a row together, and then ensuring that my seams are pressed in opposite directions so that I can nest them. And then I sew all my rows together, making sure that those seams nest. Next is the Double Friendship Star. There it is again. The cutting instructions for this, you're going to need background fabric. In my example, it's white. So you need 5 4½-inch squares, 1 5¼ inch square. For fabric 1, which is a blue giraffe, and fabric 2, which is a yellow gem in my examples. Again, I'm using Robert Kaufman's Robert Kaufman's fabric, designed by Elizabeth Hartman, and the line is called Roto-Ruth. So from those 2 fabrics, you're going to need 1 5¼ inch square. And then from fabric 3, which is a red flower, you're going to need 2 4 7/8 inch squares. So you're going to take those 4 7/8 inch squares and cut from corner to corner, creating 2 triangles. Next, you're going to take the 5 1/4" squares and cut from corner to corner twice, making 4 triangles. And you're going to repeat this with all of the 5 1/4" squares. So with the gem one here, and then the blue giraffe. Then using your photo as a guide, you're going to lay out all of your pieces. You're going to take those smallest triangles, so the gem and the giraffe, and then the white triangles that are paired with them, and you're going to sew those together using a 1/4" seam. Be sure to handle these carefully, as these are biased edges. Next, using the larger red floral triangles, you're going to sew those to the component that you just made. And then you're going to just treat it as a 9 patch and sew the units together. So you're going to sew everything in a row together. Be sure to press your seams in opposite directions so you can nest them, and then sew the rows together. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm at corkips@gmail.com, and our website is ipscork.com. The directions will be posted in, I believe, another month or two. We wait about 3 months after the block has been debuted before we post it on the website. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. And also check out our Pinterest board for inspiration for blocks that we've used for this show or any other blocks in the Block of the Month series. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next month.